Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, I'm just going to be showing you my trials and errors with creating my new scent. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how I come up with the labels for this scent, but it's called Urban Rose. I'm really excited for this launch. It's going to be launching in the springtime. So we're looking at March 15th. I'm going ahead and put it in my wicks. I try to use this paper method where I draw the candle shape on the paper and try to find where the middle would be or the center for these wicks. But yeah, this is my little method. So let's just speed through this. Yeah, I'm really enjoying using the living room while my mom was out of town to do these candles. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and weigh this wax out as well as the fragrance oil. I'm using my calculations for 1 candle times 5, I believe here, because the goal is to create 5 of these large square candles. I'm using that last bit of wax that I had, and I'm pulling out this brand new 20-pound bag of wax that I got, and I'm just gonna go ahead and weigh out the rest of the wax that I need from this package. I'm just getting ready to go ahead and weigh out my fragrance oil. And yeah, you can see the wax melting. It's just so satisfying to see the time lapse of the wax melting for me. It's the wax melt for me. I'm mixing up my cannabis times my rose water scent to come up with this Urban Rose fragrance blend. There's the cheat code. Not that you want it. Not that you don't. Now that I have more room in the actual tin, I'm going to get more wax for this entire batch. And I call this a trial and error because, as you'll see as we go on, I pretty much need to invest in one of those, big jumbo wax melters versus using this broiler method. But that'll just come in time. Right now, with just this one container, I can do about 4 large square container candles. But as you know, I'm trying to do 5. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get all of this wax out. Do we need more wax, Charisma?
I'm realizing at this point that this big tin doesn't hold enough wax for 5. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to get the right amount of wax in this small container for exactly 1 candle, because I know that this big tin will give me enough room to pour enough fragrance oil for 4 candles. So that additional 5th one will be having fragrance oil mixed in the small container. So I'm getting my temperature back up so that we can get it at a temperature that's good to pour our fragrance oil. I have been using these wooden sticks to hold up the candle wicks, and then using the tape to make sure the wicks don't move. We've got the large tin to a good temperature where we can wait for it to lower enough for us to add the fragrance oil. But as you can see here, I'm adding that smaller tin back to the water to get it to a good temperature for us to be able to add that fragrance oil. I'm just monitoring both of the temperatures, and we're just waiting for this larger tin to reach that area where we can add that fragrance oil. Why I'm standing like that? Don't be embarrassed. Finally got to that temperature we were waiting on, so I'm taking the thermometer out of this one and adding it to the small one, waiting for this wax to also reach the temperature we're looking for. So earlier I was weighing out the fragrance oil needed for 5 candles. I've separated enough for 4 candles in this smaller square container, and I'm going to go ahead and pour that into our large container with our wax here. So upon testing initially before my launch, I came to the conclusion that this 464 Golden Soy Wax likes to have the fragrance oil added at a lower temperature than 180. I've been adding my fragrance oil a little under 150, so between 140 and 150, and then pouring my wax and fragrance oil into the containers around 130. And I've been getting a solid cold throw as well as hot throw. The only thing that I am currently retesting for is getting my tops a little smoother. Other than that, I really love how my candles come out. I do use a 12% fragrance oil load because I like my candles to smell strong. Generally, I don't have the best sense of smell as far as me being able to pick up on light smells. So for someone who has a normal sense of smell, you will be able to smell my candles very well. And now it's time to pour these 4 large candles. I'm so excited. As a matter of fact, I'm actually burning one of these candles right now. I'm outside, so I'm not getting the best throw, but I can definitely smell it. It's real windy out here. I love this scent. I'm excited to keep mixing my own unique blends. And yeah, this is my second candle scent that I've created all by myself. The first one was my baked scent, which was a mix of our chocolate / praline scent. Chef's Kiss, delicious. Gives me the munchies every time. I have a couple of them still on my Etsy, and I plan on bringing it back in the fall because I did get a lot of good feedback from it. And I'm placing them on this wire rack that I have here. And as you can see, I left one of those large containers to the side. I didn't get to pour as much wax and fragrance oil because I underestimated my recipe. So this is the second time that this has happened, but luckily, you know, I'm able to be flexible because I have different size containers. But at this point I was realizing, maybe I don't have enough fragrance oil and wax. So let me just go ahead and pull out one of these little guys just in case we need backup. I'm adding that last bit of fragrance oil calculated for exactly one of those large containers. I'm topping off that one large container that just didn't have just a little bit that was missing. So I'm mixing it up again and I'm pouring it into this small container. It is the next day and I'm just showing you how these candles cooled. After I take down the wood sticks as well as the tape, I'm going to be using the hot gun to smooth the tops of these candles. But yeah, you guys, I'm learning that it's best to overestimate, and any extra that I have left over, I could make like a wax melt. I just bought some wax melt molds. Keep in mind, I am on this journey. Nothing about my journey is perfect. So if you're expecting perfection, you can go ahead and still like this video. If you enjoyed it, definitely like it. And I want to thank y'all so much for watching and subscribing. Y'all, we're heading to 300 subscribers. This is happening so fast. Thanks for watching. Peace.